Hey everybody, welcome back. To another video. Today I'm going to be going over the WrestleMania Night 1, which was on Saturday. So, yeah, WrestleMania Night 1. So, how I usually do these reviews is that I go over all the matches and segments, I rank all of them, and give the full show or rating at the end of it. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. I don't think there's really that much of a need of a prolonged intro, so pretty cool there. So it started off with Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and right off the gate, you just realize that Jey Uso is going to win the match because, first of all, why would he go 0-4 versus Gunther, and why would he have that big of an entrance or whatnot? I mean, I don't think that entrance matters. It just convinced me otherwise that he was going to win because of how over he was, and I don't know, WWE just likes to go in that direction, which whatever makes the most money, whatever gets the biggest pop, will win the title or will be the match or whatnot. So yeah, the match though wasn't great. So the match it felt like it was going slow. It was not really that well paced, in my opinion. This was obviously the worst match that those four have had, or that those two have had. The worst of those four matches, in my opinion. As well as that, I mean, Jey Uso, I was expecting more from Jey Uso as well. I mean, I remember he said like 2 weeks earlier before this, he said he's gonna pray to God that to forgive him on the man he's about to become. I didn't see too much of that. I saw I just saw routine Jey Uso, and that was about it. I mean, the match was it wasn't bad. I'm just saying it just wasn't good. um, but after that, yeah, the ending was what pissed me off more because someone like Gunther should not be tapping out in 3 seconds. Like, I'm okay with him tapping out. It's just how quickly he tapped out was just kind of dumb. He's done it. He's tapped out to only Ilya before, and yeah, Jey Uso's beaten Ilya before, so yeah, I don't know, but making Gunther tap in 3 seconds just wasn't that great of a decision in my opinion. Makes Gunther look a lot weaker than he actually is. Cause yeah, from what I've seen, like last year at WrestleMania, it took a lot to beat Gunther. It barely. All you had to do was put him in a sleeper. 3 seconds later, he taps out. I mean, it felt rushed too. The ending felt rushed as hell. I was expecting it to go longer, and then when the bell rang, I was like, "What the hell? It's over." But yeah, I'm gonna give the match a 2.9 out of 5. I mean, honestly, just it wasn't good. I mean, I don't want to be rude. It just wasn't good in my opinion. They're just yeah. Next up was the World Tag Team Championship between the War Raiders, the New Day versus the War Raiders, and honestly, this match should have been on Raw because I don't know why they put it here. First of all, like they left the TLC match that's gonna happen on Friday. They left the TLC match between DIY, Motor City, and the Street Profits. They left it off WrestleMania, but they got this on, so I was expecting something to happen of worth. Nothing happened. The New Day won the title in 9 minutes, and it was 9 minutes. Like that's not what a WrestleMania match really should be. They won it in 9 minutes, and that was the most anticlimactic finish ever because the crowd just was not expecting it either. They won, and then they just ran away without even celebrating, without even doing anything. So, yeah, just really bad decision, including this in WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go to 3.2 out of 5. I mean, I don't know what that was. It was a good match, but no. Next up was Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Naomi had a new theme song for this, and she had new gear as well. So it's pretty cool to see. The match, it also went on for 9 minutes. I was expecting a 15-minute classic out of this one, but I guess not. I mean, because the story was so well. I was really looking forward to this match as well. Just I expected it to go for a little bit longer. Just for some reason, they just haven't done it the entire time. It was honestly a pretty good match. Though did what it needed to do. Jade Cargill won though. I kind of wanted Naomi to win, but it was expected for Jade to win. But yeah, that's about it there. I'm gonna give it a 3.4 out of 5. It was good. And then next up was the United States Championship between Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. This was match of the night until the main event, honestly. This match was 10 minutes long, but it also did what it needed to do. Pretty cool moment for Jacob Fatu getting the championship, and yeah, that's really about it. I'm going to give it a 3.6 out of 5. There were some cool moves during the match. It was enjoyable, so yeah, I'm going to go to 3.6 out of 5. It was pretty good. Next up was El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. That match, it was good, but it was bad at the same time because it had Rey Mysterio, like I was looking forward to the match with Rey Mysterio. With Rey Fenix being a late addition, I just wasn't as hyped for it because I just really hated that Rey was injured. I don't hate Rey Fenix at all. I'm just like, it's not what I wanted. That sounds spoiled of me, but it's the truth. El Grande got a good entrance. I didn't see all of it because I threw it out the TV. I'm still mad at him for that. I digressed. But the match was like 7 minutes. Like, really? That's what you're doing on WrestleMania, just having 8 minute matches? Like, they clearly were almost starting to cook. They clearly were going pretty well. They looked like they're picking up the pace, and then they just ended the match because of that same heel move. That El Grande Americano. It's not Shaquille. They ended the match on the same move he's done, like the same, no, not the same move, the same tactic. Like he put a steel plate in part of his mask, headbutted Ray Phoenix, and that was a match. Like that's just annoying. Like I wanted to see him win clean or something. Although I guess like someone like Ray Phoenix, I guess you would have had to protect him, but I don't know. It's okay. Now just not joking around. This is Chad Gable. Like really, I don't want to make him seem weak. Like come on, man. But it's not Chad Gable. So I'm gonna give it a 3.4 out of 5. So pretty cool there, I guess. Next up was the WWE Women's Championship between Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Tiffany's entrance was pretty cool. Although, once again, I thought it turned off the TV, so I didn't get to see all of it. But, yeah. The match, what I remember being, was disappointing. Or, it was not disappointing. I thought it was good, but, man, was that sloppy. Because, honestly, they've hated each other. Or they've, like, presented real-life hate towards each other. So obvious that it was obvious that they were not gonna hold back during the match, and then they didn't hold back. I mean, they literally Tiffany's tooth, something happened to it. I don't know, but she has a bruise as well on her head somewhere. And yeah, just during the match, it was just very sloppy. It was very weirdly choreographed as well. I don't know, but all I really wanted was to see Tiffany retain the title. I don't think Charlotte needs the title. I just think she needed to get put over. Or I think she just needed to put over Tiffany. So that's what was done. But the match was a little bit disappointing to me. I expected more out of this. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.2 out of 5. It was still good, but at the same time, it was just yeah. I don't know. Next up was the main event. Now this one was OMG, was this one amazing? This was 32 minutes of amazingness right there. It was between Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Seth Rollins had a cool entrance, basically his same theme song, but he was wearing all black, but then he started wearing all white, and he looked like the Messiah, Seth Rollins, and that's what made me realize that yeah, he's turning heel. It was cool, but man, I didn't think it would happen, but I was expecting it, so yeah. Like I was expecting The Rock to show up at the end of WrestleMania Sunday, but he didn't, so yeah. But it did happen for Seth Rollins, where he turned heel. Roman had a cool entrance, his same Tribal Chief entrance, which was pretty cool. But CM Punk had his own video package and all that. It had this fire playing in the background, which honestly was amazing. The crowd was singing it too. I loved that. And then you had Living Color, which that band is so goated. They have not lost a step. Living Color performed CM Punk's entrance, and that was pretty cool to see. And then the match started. It started out a little bit slowly, but man, the story they were telling throughout the match was just amazing. And then the match ended up being just amazing. Like, I don't know, the match was honestly god tier. Even if the Paul Heyman stuff did not happen, which hypothetically speaking, if it didn't happen, it was still an amazing match. The Paul Heyman stuff just added on to it. The tables broke for the first time ever. You had all three of them getting their offense at some points of times, and then at the end of it is when it just really came loose. If you didn't just recapping it, just Paul Heyman, so conflicted, gives the chair to CM Punk, low blows CM Punk, low blows CM Punk, pledges his allegiance to Roman Reigns, and then there's a nostalgic moment trying to happen with Roman, holding the chair, trying to go for Seth Rollins. And Paul Heyman low blows Roman and his tribal jewels, and Seth Rollins aligns with Paul Heyman, picks up the win. Just a wild end to WrestleMania Night 1. I'm gonna give the match, I'm gonna say a 5 out of 5. This one is for sure one of my top 3 favorite matches of the entire year. Number one goes to what's called Kevin and Sammy. No, Trick versus Oba versus Javon, that happened earlier that day. Number 2 goes to Kevin versus Sammy. Number 3 goes to this one. So, yeah. That's my top 3 matches of the year so far. Clearly, this main event delivered, unlike the next day. But this main event delivered, and I loved it for that. So, if I had to rank these matches, obviously the main event goes number 1, but very far behind it. Number 2 goes to the United States Championship. Number 3 goes to Naomi versus Jay. Number 4 goes to El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix. Number 5 goes to the women's, actually, no, the World Tag Team Championship. Number 6 goes to the Women's Championship. And number 7 goes to the World Heavyweight Championship, which, yeah. Honestly, this night, like, night 1 of WrestleMania, I expected so much more for it. Like, the hype was there. It just felt flat. I don't know. The J match wasn't good. The World Tag Team title match was very anticlimactic. Naomi versus Jay was good, but, like, okay. The Jacob winning was cool too. The Ray versus El Grande match was good, but like, why the hell was it short? The Tiffany match disappointed. WrestleMania Saturday was just very underwhelming from what I saw. Like, I don't know, I really was bored. Like for most of the show, it doesn't matter the matches were good. It just, I don't know, I was just bored. The main event is really what sold the show for me, or was really what delivered for me. And yeah, still the show gets a 2.6 out of 5. One match does not define how the show went. I mean, it saved me from being sad at the end of the show. It at least had me talking about it, or at least it had me excited after the show. But night 1 gets a 2.6 out of 5. It wasn't great. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. This is a long review, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if you hated it. Goodbye.